Every year, journalists, human rights activists, and family members of the late Deyda Hydara, both home and abroad, remember the death of a prominent journalist and human rights activist. Deyda was gunned down by unknown gunmen who attacked his car and brutally shot him to death. This act happened on December 16, 2004 in the streets of Kanifing when Deyda was heading home from work. 9 years on, journalists, human rights activists, and family members of the slain journalists continue to call for the perpetrators of Deyda to be brought to book, but until today, no one has been charged for his murder.
We are going to repeat ourselves again, which is we want justice. Everybody, the media, you people, write and write over and over again, asking government to do something, but no response. For me, even in the second year or third year, I was advised by a lawyer to write to them, which I did. The lawyer did it for me. Write to the authorities, and the lawyer took the letter to them, and I know they got it because he gave it to them. They got it, but up to today, no response. No response.
Deyda was a correspondent for both AFP News Agency and Reporters Without Borders for more than 30 years. Hydara also worked as a radio presenter in the Gambia with Radio Seed during his early years as a freelance journalist and the co-founder of a renowned newspaper called The Point newspaper. His family uses the 90th anniversary to call for justice. Deyda Hydara's wife, Maria Hydara, said she was in UK when her late husband was gunned down. She said the news of her late husband came to her as a shock. She said she could not believe that Deyda would die such a death. She also said that if his death was a natural cause, she would have understood because, according to her, Deyda was not feeling very well those days. 45-year-old Nelly Toure, who was 36 years old at the time Deyda was killed, recalled the feeling when she knew that the man who brought her up like a father was killed in a shootout.
It was a surprise, a shock, and a very sudden moment we had. A moment we will never forget for the rest of our life. I couldn't accept it. I thought it was not real. I was so shocked, so surprised that I thought it was a joke. But at the same time, I knew it would have been a very expensive joke. So when people started coming, I saw so many people in a house. That was the time I knew it was true. I keep asking myself every day, what exactly would cause somebody to take a person's life? That question, I don't have an answer to. Till now, I don't have an answer to that question.
What difference do you think it would have made if he was still around with you?
A lot of difference. Because he was a real dad that would take up his responsibilities, whatever, no matter what.
What will your call be to the government
We are
of this?
just appealing to them once again. We have been appealing for 9 years. We have been seeking for justice and investigation to be done into the murder of our dear dad. And nothing has been done till now. We are still seeking for the Gambia government to take this into consideration because he was a citizen and a good citizen who was contributing towards the development of this country. So, therefore, something must be done. We thank the very genuine Gambians who have been there for us all the time. We thank the GPU, we thank the Point newspaper, and we thank all the newspapers in the Gambia. We are still striving. Let's strive harder.
One of Deyda's daughter, Maria Hydara, 42, who now lives in the UK, also joined in through her voice to remember the death of their dad. She calls him a perfect dad. Marie, who could be heard sobbing in her voice, said despite the strength of their mom, they would have still loved to have their dad around them.
The way he was brutally killed didn't make it any easier. If anything, the devastation is just the start of just a horrible ordeal for all of us. Everyone would say your dad is the best dad to you, I suppose, but the kind of relationship I had with my dad, I would say he was a perfect dad, not only to his only kids, but to other kids as well. He was a friend, a confidant. In short, I would say the best man in my life.
Maria Hydara, Deyda's wife, ended this report describing her husband as a soft-spoken, affectionate and very kind person with a deep passion for the profession of journalism. Sang Mendy reporting from the residence of the Hydara family in Bakau.